You boycotted the speech tonight. Tell me why.
Well, I guess it kind of turned out the way I thought it would. He's launched a scorched earth policy on people in my district, government workers and the like. I totally disagree with what he's done and the way he's gone about it. And the way he tried to explain it tonight, I just thought was false. So didn't go. I'm glad I didn't go. I don't have any problems with other people going. We might have been in different rooms. We can share the unique, sort of similar opposition to the points he was making.
And I would just say overall reaction to the speech in general. Anything you want to add from what you were listening to?
It was really disappointing, I've got to say. I mean, I thought that there were opportunities to address some of the things in an honest way that are going on, but he didn't really do that. So the tariffs, for example, he tried to make it sound like that's going to be beneficial to the American economy, when in reality, it clearly isn't. And these plants announcing that they're coming to the United States, you can't build an automobile plant for years. So in the meantime, U.S. citizens are going to be losing money based on these tariffs and the other problems he's causing with the economy. And there's nothing to address it. He didn't try and address inflation. Whatever there were problems where he tried to blame it on Biden. And there are no realistic policies to try and move it in a better direction.
What about when he was talking about federal workers and how he was saying, look, there's going to be more firings, more layoffs if you don't come to work? We know that disproportionately impacts the DMV. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I thought that was misleading and false too. I mean, on the one hand, he tried to point out things that he said were instances of fraud, but on the other hand, he didn't connect that to any of the firings or terminations that he's made. So he's done these across-the-board firings, so he might point out a problem with something that happened in one agency or something, but he's firing tens of thousands of people all over the place, many of whom have excellent, evaluations year after year, working in agencies that are doing great work, but he's shutting them down. Like clinical trials for cancer, pediatric cancer, he's got a young kid up there who suffered from that, but he doesn't make the connection in his brain that he cut off the trials to help save other kids who might be lost. Other issues along those lines, Alzheimer's, all those clinical trials, those are all things that he shut down. Aviation, the FAA, didn't bring any of that up. So he's making cuts to those things, but not explaining how he's going to fix it or why it makes anything better, because it doesn't.
Path forward for Democrats. Anything you want our viewers to know?
Well, I think we'll continue with the cases in court. There's been a lot of success there, a lot of injunctions that have been put in place. From an independence standpoint, when you look at the polling information, his numbers are dropping pretty fast with independents, and I think they're starting to see that even though he ran on fixing the economy, he's not doing anything to help it. In fact, the stuff he's doing actually is going to make things worse for regular people who need help.